Welcome everyone to Schneider Electric here in Ballerup. My name's Toby Crew. I am Director of Sustainability and Clean Tech for Schneider, and my role today is really around sort of facilitation of some of the sessions. We're going to have a number of great speakers. Thanks to them for preparing their slides and coming along. I will also be using Slido, which Thomas will get into the detail of how that works in a sec, so we can get all the questions out from the audience, and you can get as interactive as you wish with the people here today. So thanks for coming. I'll talk to you in due course, but I'll hand over to Thomas and to Dennis to open the session. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, it works. So, my name is Thomas. I'm from Schneider Electric, and I'm the Nordic responsible for our sustainability and supply consulting services focused on climate reporting, science-based target, CDP, and also clean tech within the renewable energy. So welcome all of you for joining us, and thank you for taking time in your very busy schedule to come here today, and thank you again to our speakers. It's a pleasure also to both to Mogens, to Lea, to Caitlin and Lone from Novo Nordisk. So I'm going to be mentioning some of the practical elements for today. First of all, we will have lunch around 12:30, and there will be 2 sessions between now and lunch. If anyone needs to use the bathroom, it's in the end to the right. We also have Matthias, who will do a video of today, and it's mainly due to the many responses that we have received for people who were not able to attend, but were really interested in the topic. So we did some arrangements, so there will be a video that will be distributed to a limited audience, and we will also do some podcasts. If you have any concerns with this, please address us, and we will see during the editing process if we can manage something. Okay? So, the ambition of today, when Dennis and I, we had the discussion on climate and climate action, was very much on, could we create a forum that has this intimacy, this almost network meeting feeling that we could facilitate, where we could actually share ideas, challenges, opportunities between peers in an open forum, focusing on not just the big commitments, but actually on what can we do, sharing the challenges on why have we not succeeded yet, but what do we believe will be the path to succeed. So, again, short introduction to our speakers. You will meet Sarah and Lea and Mogens before lunch, and Caitlin and Lone will be presenting Novo Nordisk after lunch, and then Toby will have kindly accepted to be our moderator of today. When you signed up for the event, there was a lot of, we also asked you to give us some feedback on what are your topics, what are your focus, what do you want to get away, what are you struggling with or focusing on today. And as you can see, there's a lot about partnership. There's several of you who's indicated around scope 3, the whole value chain perspective. How do we address that? The complexity of emissions from your supply chain. Of course, reporting, renewables, how to get started on renewables, and setting the right targets. So now I'm going to ask all of you to, normally something that you're not asked for at a seminar, is to take out your mobile phone and then open a browser, or if you already downloaded the app Slido, you can open the app. But go into slido.com, and there you will have an event code, and the event code is ESS. And in here you will find 2 elements on Slido. There will be Q&A and polls. So now we're diving into the polls. And here we kindly ask you to select 3 motivations for today's workshop. There are several questions, so just go in and highlight the ones you have and press send. And Suzanne, my dear colleague, she will be the moderator of the questions and the polls. So you can see them up here to the right. This is more test, because we will use this later on during the session. Inspiration is one of the key purposes of today, networking and inspiration. And also with the opportunity to have both Sarah and Lea here to share their insights and knowledge about science-based target is of course also of high value. Okay, we will move on to the next. So remember how we do these polls. We'll do that during some of the other sessions as well. So quick, the program of today. In the program that you received, we had Grundfos presenting their sustainability strategy this afternoon. But Peter, he was struck with the vicious man flu, and we all know how serious that can be. So, and we know, Alan, you're here from Grundfos. Thank you for being the last man standing, but we decided not to bring Peter in. I think that was best for all. So instead, we had the opportunity to ask Lea to have a separate session specifically on Scope 3, as we have had so many questions on that. So that will be in the afternoon on the supply chain. So now we're going to do a second, is it a poll or question? Susanne? So please write in what are your current public goals or initiatives that you are committed to. And this is more to get a feel of the room. And I don't know if you know how Wordle works, but the word that comes in the most will actually become bigger, and there will be smaller words, so it will be kind of a collage that we will have on the public commitments. Sarah, I think you are leading here. And as mentioned, Lea, the SDGs are very big in the Nordics. It's very well embedded. I guess some of the numbers are probably the SDG numbers that people are reporting on. Efficiency is actually also quite up there. That's good, impressive, yeah. Okay, quickly moving ahead. So based on that, and for you, Dennis, now you've seen what the room are up for. So please, the floor is yours.
Thanks a lot. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I can see some abbreviations I know over there. I'm happy that that's the case. Then I'm in the right room for sure. I would like to welcome all of you as well. My name is Dennis. I'm the CEO of the co-hosting company Sustainor, which is a consultancy company with a focus on basically helping companies to earn a lot of money on the CSR and sustainability agenda, which I guess most of us kind of can relate to. I have a statement up here that I guess all of you from the corporate world will probably say that this is true. Some of you from the NGO sector will probably find it a bit provocative. But because of that, I would like to start out from the global view, saying that right now climate is hot, both when it comes to, the global temperatures. I just saw this morning that was it Russia, which uncovered 5 new islands under a melting glacier because of climate changes, of course. So it's getting hotter and hotter for sure. But it's also a hot topic on social media, in business, when having elections, in business as well. And that's why I'm definitely claiming that climate is big business. But coming back to climate as a global challenge, I think that we need governments who can take climate seriously, who are actually willing to do something about climate, also things which are not very popular among the voters. That being said, we also need voters who are willing to vote for the politicians who can form the governments who work with climate. And I just spoke to Mogens just in the break, and I mean, we agreed that we kind of see two different trends right now, a very pro-climate trend and a very anti-climate trend. And then we can just hope and which path is winning. I guess we also need people who are very active in NGOs as critical journalists who can actually keep an eye on both politicians and companies in order for them to be more proactive on climate. Then we need people who are choosing a job, a career in companies who are very pro-climate. It's extremely important where you actually choose to put your talent at work. So that goes for all of us, basically. And it's very important that we as consumers vote with our, you can say, our purse in the way that we actually choose to buy products and services which are kind of climate neutral, climate friendly, whatever is possible in that specific area. That being said, coming back to businesses, we need businesses to be more educated in the climate area. I know most of you here are way above the average in your industries, but most of the companies today are not really aware of this new agenda called climate. And when I say the climate agenda, it's basically how can I, as a CEO, turn the financial bottom line more green, or in a way, how can I earn more money on the climate agenda? And I think that's one of the biggest issues right now. And this is basically why Sustainor as a company was formed, not to advocate for a better climate whatsoever, but just to support companies to earn more money on the climate agenda or the CSR agenda whatsoever. And actually, I'm going to be part of the panel debate later on today. So if you, when hearing all the various, we have Sarah here as well from Global Compact, but maybe you have some questions which are in a broader sense connected to CSR, corporate social responsibility, or sustainability in general, then please save them for the panel discussion. I will be more than happy to answer for sure. I think the climate business case, which is there, is kind of legislation in a third world country. It's kind of the framework is there, but it's not always really been implemented. And I think the climate agenda, the climate business case is there. It's just for the companies to pick up and then implement it. And as I said, I guess most of you are there already. Most of you are actually leading your industry. But most companies, your competitors, and in other businesses, they're not there yet. The purpose of this seminar today is, first of all, that we would like to make it easier for you to go back to your businesses and then continue the implementation of climate as a strategic tool in your companies. And we would like to show you the path from the extremely high-level UN frameworks, which Mogens is going to present, down to the very wise strategic and tactical work in Danish companies, how to apply climate in your companies. And I hope that's going to be extremely interesting. I'm glad to say that we have actually attracted the very best people from Denmark and and abroad to this workshop. So I think you should feel quite privileged to be here. I am, for sure. So I'm very looking forward to this. Yeah, what else to say? I think whether being idealistic as a person or being hired as a professional in your companies, I think you could say that you are both doing the best for your shareholders by applying climate in a wise way, and you are doing the best for the planet by applying climate in the best way. So it's a win-win in this case, which is very nice. So on behalf of both Sustainor and Schneider Electric, I would like to welcome you here today. I'm very much looking forward to not maybe discussions, but at least discussions through Slido up here. Hope you have some really nasty questions during the day. That would be nice. So thanks, and looking forward to the rest of the day.
Thanks very much, Dennis.